Good afternoon, March the 10th, 2016. Time to wrap it up. We start out this morning with a resting limit sell at 99, maybe as high as 204. We thought that if we couldn't take out and hold 2,000, that could be the trade of the day. That led to a trade down to really 1960. Our first buy zone was 90 to 95. Blew right through that. Our second buy zone was 80 to 85, and it did produce one trade. But the market, when good news doesn't rally a market, you sell it, and that's what we find ourselves in. Again, the market in this first hour, we've had 2 to 3 days a week of this for the last 3 weeks, where you can just get chopped up in the first hour. In a 10-minute chart, or being able to say up or down, and then trading accordingly. Has worked a hell of a lot better than our 3-minute setups. But having said that, if you took a monkey trade, and we don't trade the 933 bar because it's the most likely whipsaw. So the buy stopping, sell stopping when you take out a 3-minute bar's high or low doesn't work very well. And you can see that this S did not produce much of a trade. So this S would have been a scratch. This B or this B would have been a winner. This S and that B, traded both of those, were losers as the whipsaw. This S plus, these S's plus, S plus, this S would have been a loser down here. Into chop once again, no sell signals, retest failure, tweezers trade. This S plus, no trade on that S. This B right here, scratch, retest failure plus, and the market getting short covering up and out. So the European Central Bank put more stimulation, more money into the market, and the market, then they said that that would probably be the last interest rate cut. And the market, when Draghi said that, the market proceeded to sell. Really puts the Fed in a unique position next week for March the 16th. The world's economies are fragile enough that the European Bank had to make a huge move, bigger than expected, to try to support their economy. The Fed, since they raised interest rates, that brought selling in on ours. The business news continues to deteriorate. So will the Fed actually be able to raise interest rates or not next week? If they stay on course and on track, and they say the United States is going to have a modest recovery, then they can raise interest rates. My guess is they probably won't. You're going to let and see what the European Central Bank move does to the markets, and then they can always raise them later. There are plenty of FOMC meetings to raise interest rates on. So we'll have to see how it plays out. Right now the markets are saying no interest rate increase, but that can come back and bite you. Okay, outside day on the E-mini, that implies trading range. F2 screen, clearly a very, very strong B. Market's down, and so right now, just looking at structure, the spill from the day session low, 80's pretty good resistance. So starting out right now, we'll be selling 79s to 84s. Then we have this 86.50, so that would pick up that D high, and then 89s to 94s for sell too. The buy side, last rotate down, stopped at 72. Then we have a low of 68. Then we have a low of 62. So 65 to 70 buy one, and then 55 to 60 buy two. Big day. Okay, we had a great 30-year auction. The 3-year auction was actually a bad one, and the 10-year was a bad one. So split, a lot of stories. There's a lot of manipulation that goes on in these markets. Last week, the stories that were all out there was not enough 10 and 30-year paper for repos. Going to have strong auctions, and that did not turn out to be the case. So we got a lower high and a lower low. This market looks to be sold, and you can see structurally right there selling that 24 to 28 area. Maybe as high as the buck. Looks pretty good on the assumption that the E-mini and or there's not another big piece of news out overnight. So we're looking for a place to sell treasuries. Structural sell right there would have you short at 26. This spill from 8 period 23.5, so 23, 27 sell 1, 31.03 sell 2. The buy side, we have some volume down here. We're at 20.5, the low is 16, so 13 to 17 buy 1. Had a trend day, maybe we catch a pause day tomorrow, and then 5 to 9 buy 2. This market is saying the Fed could raise interest rates next week, and they acted that way. And the selling really accelerated when the European Central Bank said probably our last interest rate cut. Okay, structural sell, you can just see right through here, this 19 to 20 area, so 19 to 23 sell 1, then 31 to 03 sell 2. Pick up this D period high up here. On the buy side, probably pretty good support down in that 5 area, so then we got 1 to 5, so 1 to 5 buy 1, and then our 17 to 21 buy 2, a point lower than where we started off this morning on our 17s to 21s. Big market, and it's a very consistent market. Now, it doesn't mean every trade works and that it doesn't have its own personality, but you just don't get the games played here that you get in other markets. The difficult thing about trading treasuries is that to prosper, you will buy into weakness and you will sell into strength. And for those coming from the index markets or go with markets, that's a little bit difficult to do. Outside day in gold, trading range, so failure to get through 75, looks like a pretty good trade. Let's pull us down a little bit. Sell 1, 74.76, and 79 to 81 for sell 2. Probably pretty good support down here, so 66.64 buy 1, 61.59 buy 2. You get crude. Inside day trading range. We tried to break today, didn't get very far into it. So failure to trade higher, and we can buy into weakness. I do like the short side better, but this market's not breaking off of continuous weak to bad news. So 25 to 50 sell 1. Put a question mark at 38. Might just go for stops above 38. Definitely a B. On the buy side, 37 and a quarter buy 1. 38.75, 39 sell 2. And then 36 and a quarter, 36.50 buy 1, buy 2. What a surprise for the euro. No more cuts in interest rate coming, and it rallied. And I mean, boy, did it rally. And when Draghi picks up the mic, he can move the markets. I mean, we went from 108 and a quarter, just about 108 and a quarter, to 112 plus. 3 points plus. Look at that day. Look like an 840, 850 to a 12 and a quarter. 3 points plus outside days. So after a big day like this, I'd be looking to sell something in London. Last night we came in wanting to get short in London and take it into the news. It was a great trade. Didn't last very long. Look at that market. Unreal, right? See what a nickel does. Still a huge market right here. So got volume at 12, like a 112 even, pretty close to that. Oh, selling 112 plus or minus, sell 1, 25, sell 2. On the buy side, last rate take 1150, so buy 1, 1150. And buy 2 will make 111. We could have a big day in this baby tomorrow to the downside, but usually after a trend day we get a pause day. That's it for March 10th, 2016. I will see you bright and early in the AM.